Welcome everybody to our presentation on Louis Vuitton in India. My group consists of Camille and me, Anna-Lena. We will start with the table of contents. We will introduce a brief company background, then move on to the market potential for Louis Vuitton in India, the market niche that they are targeting, the customer profiles, the concept of luxury in India, the marketing issues that the company is facing right now, and a few recommendations that we would give to the company. Alright, Louis Vuitton is a French fashion house founded in 1854 by Louis Vuitton. The label's LV monogram appears on most of its products, ranging from luxury trunks and leather goods to shoes, watches, jewelry, accessories, sunglasses, and books. Louis Vuitton is one of the world's leading international fashion houses. It sells its products through boutiques, leased apartments in high-end department stores, and through the e-commerce section of its website. In 1987, Louis Vuitton merged with Moet Hennessy to form the LVMH group. This resulted in an increasing sale up to 49%. In 2 years after the merge, Louis Vuitton was operating already in 138 stores worldwide. For 6 years in a row, between 2006 and 2012, Louis Vuitton was named the world's most valuable luxury brand. In 2013, the valuation of the brand was $28.4 billion. By now, the company operates in 50 countries with more than 460 stores worldwide. Let's move on with the market potential in India. Does a high-end brand like Louis Vuitton has a long-term market potential in a low-income economy like India? Well, in order to find out if a high-end brand has a long-term market potential, we need to take a look at the country itself. Some facts about India. Well, India has a total population of 1.03 billion people. India has a long tradition of luxury consumption dating back to the early 19th centuries. The market has changed dramatically since then. The Indian's current luxury market is estimated to be close to $6 billion and growing at 15 to 20% per year, and is projected to reach $15 million by 2016. A fast increasing urban middle class, along with the growing number of high net worth individuals, in India today, 120,000 people, has attracted most luxury brands to tap the potential of this market. Even though international players have big bets on the Indian luxury market, they struggle with various hurdles in the country, including a thriving counterfeit market and the limited talent to market such products. Many players have adopted various strategies to attract the Indian audience and increase sales, such as offering an affordable range of products. The future outlook for the market is positive, as the segment is expected to witness strong performance. By taking a look at the target market, 17% of the people are in the top income bracket in India and are between 30 and 40 years old. This is significantly younger than the high-income population in advanced economies as well as some emerging markets. These professionals and emerging business leaders, many of whom have not necessarily been born wealthy and are keen to use luxury as a maker of success, represent the new money that is driving luxury spending in the market. Recognizing this long-term trend will help luxury businesses like Louis Vuitton succeed by targeting the right consumers with the right luxury products at the right price levels. The growing number of young professionals with rising disposable incomes has driven the robust growth in these consumer spending categories, while the aspiration to enjoy better lifestyles has also created increased demand for luxury goods. One might ask the question, why India? Well, there was a historical reason for choosing India. In the late 19th century, more than 600 Maharajas were ruling various regional provinces in British India. They were among the wealthiest people in the country. They were the reason for mass requisitions to Louis Vuitton in Paris, for custom-made leather interiors for their Rolls-Royces and leather bags for their travel. It was the ongoing orders from Indian royal families, among other wealthy customers, that had helped Louis Vuitton survive the Great Depression of the 1920s. That relationship indeed had blossomed over the decades, with the Maharajas becoming customers for later Louis Vuitton products. A result of this is that the Indian market is familiar to Louis Vuitton, which in return is a well-known brand among its ruling class. While inequality is still high and poverty is widespread in India, there is a forecast for a solid middle class expansion in the country through 2030 as a result of India's improved long-term economic outlook. Over a period of 15 years from now, the number of households earning 10,000 to 25,000 US dollars will rise significantly, creating a solid base for the country's luxury goods market. Growth in India's high-income population is relatively weak when compared to the overall growth in luxury goods sold. This table illustrates the comparison between luxury goods sold and the total annual gross income in percent. As illustrated in the chart, it can be seen that the annual real growth in luxury retail sales in India far exceeds the total income growth. In 2013, India's high-income population grew by 3%, and yet sales of luxury goods grew by 15%, which represents the fastest growth between all emerging and developing countries. So the fact that it has the fastest growing luxury market in the context of low income growth and modest expansion in high earners leads to the assumption that a high-end brand like Louis Vuitton has a long-term market potential in a low income economy like India. Moving on with the question, where should Louis Vuitton find its market niche in India? The brand should switch from targeting the super rich people to more focusing on the rising middle class. It is expected to grow to 23 million people within 10 years. In order to ensure stability and profitability to Louis Vuitton, they have to make itself more attractive to the younger generation. Here's another shift needed. From super expensive luxury to affordable high-class desire, followed by the youngsters. The brand should make use of the people under the age of 25 years old, which represents 51% of the total Indian population. Last but not least, the brand should place itself in luxury malls in order to attract travelers, tourists, and the local high society. Let's take a look at the customer profile in India and the changes that occurred for the brand. In the past, Louis Vuitton was targeting the very rich population in India. These people traveled around the world to buy luxury products because it is cheaper compared to the domestic market due to high custom duties, which makes the products abroad way cheaper than in India. The Maharajas had lost their traditional hold in post-independent India and become part of mainstream Indian society today. In 1971, they lost their titles and richness. With these changes, many of them faded. The others became entrepreneurs, converting their palaces into luxury hotels, but they were all influential as virile marketers. Today, it was through them that Louis Vuitton was trying to connect with the country's new elite. Startup owners, professional CEOs in their 30s and early 40s, non-resident Indians returning home, small and medium retailers, big brand franchisees, and Bollywood actors. It was this elite, none of whom knew Louis Vuitton as a brand, that formed the new generation of customers for Louis Vuitton in India. Well, with focus of how to deal with the changes of the profile in India. The company should invent a new adapted product line specialized for the Indian population needs and exclusive available in the Indian market. To connect to the changed target market, it is very important to build long-term relation and customer loyalty by including them in the promotion. For example, invitations for special viewings of the brand's latest products at selected gatherings. Louis Vuitton needs to adapt to the changes in its customer base and market way more effective, using print ads and social media marketing, which will highly affect the younger generation. Let's take a look at the concept of luxury in India. Exclusivity was an important factor influencing the buying habits of luxury consumers in India. Worldwide, luxury consumers fell into three categories based on their personal concept of luxury. The first bought a luxury product for its superior functionality and quality. They were older and wealthier and willing to pay a premium price for products that had value. The second category includes those who perceived luxury products as a reward. They saw them as status symbols with which to make the personal statement that they had arrived. Highly driven, they were motivated by a desire to be successful. They were also eager to showcase their success to others. The third category was the smallest and consisted of younger customers, with a higher proportion of males than the other categories. They saw luxury products as a means of self-indulgence. They enjoyed luxury products for their feel-good factor. India is placed in the second category where people see luxury as a reward. Especially men communicate through luxury goods the message of "I made it." Now the brand should target this so-called new money segment of people who might not have heard of Louis Vuitton before in order to give them a taste of what luxury means. It is actually more than having the money, it's more refers to a lifestyle and a living a good life. The company would have to identify and develop the new generation of luxury consumers from scratch. Now we have a look at the marketing issues that the company is facing right now. First of all, the place. In India, there are no luxury retailer clusters yet. There is actually the idea of opening luxury shopping malls, but they haven't been planned yet. And in addition to that, there is not enough space in the popular cities and in the hotels to open convenience stores. The price. The country's per capita income is below the unit price of Louis Vuitton product, which makes it really difficult to promote Louis Vuitton products effectively because people in general do not have enough money to buy. The promotion. There is actually no real marketing, only viral marketing and word of mouth due to the entrepreneurs who changed their palaces into hotels. And there is no conventional media of print and television, which means that people on the streets and at home are not targeted enough. The whole marketing and promotion part is way too weak for attracting new customers and keeping the old ones loyal. Alright, closing up the presentation of Louis Vuitton in India, we would like to give some recommendations to the company. We would insist to move into the first luxury mall, if it opens soon, in order to be present under the other luxury brands who are already established in India. For example, Delhi, Goa, and Mizoram are having significantly greater capacity for luxury spending than other Indian towns and cities. The company should focus more on establishing a business with a large consumer base in those cities. The company needs to do research on customer behavior and preferences to keep the information they already gained updated and in order to be flexible and ready to react to changes in the customer behavior. In order to ensure a profitability and high performance in India, the company should always keep in mind the cultural differences between the Western market and the Eastern market, and especially the Indian. They actually need to invent a new product line that fits the expectation and needs of the Indian market exactly. They can increase their brand awareness by direct promotion, as already mentioned before, by sending direct invites by mail or having a promotion to show the latest product line to loyal customers in order to increase brand awareness and keep old customers loyal. Well, thank you all for your attention. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment or ask directly.